Selling naked puts can make you rich, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to sell naked puts on MU stock using third of the buying power that Robinhood wants you to do for a cash secured put so you can collect $100. Let's get to it. So go to Tasty Trade. If you not have a membership, go sign up, link below. I like Robinhood for yield marks. I use Tasty Trade to sell naked puts because the buying power is insane. You need to do this right, otherwise you will lose a lot of your money. What do? This is the chart around $100 today. I don't care about the chart. There's only one indicator that is so important to me. That indicator is right here, average true range. See the average true range? This price right now, you see number 404 bucks. That's right, really rare that it's the same amount. $4 is the price right now. What does it mean? It means that MU stock have moved $4 up or down on average in the last 14 days. Price today 100. They have moved between 104, 96, doesn't matter. Around $4 a move on average. Doesn't mean they move $4 every day, but on average, in the last 14 days, MU have moved $4. Why it's so important when I sell naked puts? Because I never want to own any stock. Never want to own any stock. I just want to collect the premium, collect $100, move on to the next one. How do I do this? I'm gonna take this number 4 and I'm gonna multiply this not by 1, not by 2, but by 8. Let me show you. I know the number, but just so you know, you do 4 and you multiply this by 8. Why? Because I want the MU stock to go so far out of the money that A, I will collect premium until that point, and B, if it does happen, in the rare case that the stock will move 8 times the average ATR, yeah, I'll buy 100 shares, do the wheel, get rid of this stock a week later. Basically, that's what I'm planning to do. So 4 times 8 is 32. That means the price right now is 100. That's my number now. 100 minus 32 is about, it's not about 68. Now remember, my goal is about $100 to collect, and if I do this on Robinhood, I want to pay a lot less. I want to hold a lot less in buying power. So I'm gonna go to the next step to actually take the trade. But before we do, let me show you the other stuff on the chart before we start making $100. So you're gonna go here, the MU stock. You see here we are in the range, and again, this one. It's not Bollinger, MACD, all that nonsense. No, this is Kettler channel. Usually it's about 2 or something, standard deviation, whatever the case. I don't know. I've changed the settings to 8. Again, everything for me is the extreme. So if it does go someplace, that's the extreme, then yeah, I'll buy the stock because it's super undervalued eventually. So you see here the 8 Kettler channel put Micron stock MU at 130 on the top side right here, and 67, which is exactly 8 ATR, 68 what we just talked about here. So if it does move, in the rare case that it move 8 times the expected ATR move on average, then yeah, it's all green. It's time to buy the stock basically. And this is just showing you that you should have sold here around 110, something like that. Doesn't matter. And you see here, if you scroll down, this is the web base. Usually I use the app itself, but for the sake of the video, to make the screen bigger, I use the web app. And you see here earnings December 18. That means we got like almost 2 months. We're gonna sell around that to get $100. The next step, you're gonna click on trade right here, click on trade, and I already opened this. Why have I picked 80? Because if you go here, if you go to the around $70, let me show you. First of all, let's clear this table. And if you go to 70, remember we had $32 away. 100 minus 32 is 68. So if you pick the 70 put, one contract is $40. While it doesn't seem a lot, that's why I'm aiming for $100 to collect. it doesn't seem a lot, so I'm just gonna scroll all the way to 80. And why I'm still okay with 80, let's change this. You click here, because if you use Tastywork, it tells you, see this brown line, it tells you the expected move of the stock in the next 49 days, which is the expiration. And it says anywhere between 115 right here. Expected move doesn't mean it will happen. The expected move is anywhere in the range of 115 to like 87, 85, and I'm going even farther. I'm at about one standard deviation level, 880, 80 bucks. Now, here's the beauty and why I love Tasty compared to Robinhood. I'm collecting $120 today. This is my money today to do as I please, over 100 bucks, great. I do one trade a day, up to you, go ahead. But the beauty is this one, look at this. Buying power affected 2,400. In order to make this trade, you only need $2,400 in your Tasty Trade account. That's all. If you have Robinhood, this is the problem with Robinhood, which I love for Yieldmax, but that's a different story, different stuff. If you have Robinhood, they will do cash secured put. They will want you to put $8,000 on the line minus your credit, like 7,900, give or take. You can do free trades. If you do the same amount quantity, change the quantity here to free, you still at 7,200, still less the buying power for one contract on Robinhood, and now you collect $363. That's much better than Robinhood. Now, what are the chances, you might ask? First of all, let's go over the numbers. You got POP 86%, meaning that in the next 50 days, 49 days, this option will expire worthless. 86% chance that it will expire worthless. P50 is a very important number that no one is talking about except the Tasty Trade people itself. Go watch their video, it's very good stuff. 91% chance, let me read it to you, probability of reaching 50% of max profit at any point before expiration. 92%. That means Tasty always say, if your trade reach 50%, close it. I close at 80%, Tasty say close at 50%. It's a personal preference. I like to leave a little meat on the bone, not a lot. So when this price, $363, that is yours to keep today, it will drop. Let's keep going. It will drop. Look at the theta, $11.83. Every day, this option, assuming all else is equal, we lose 11 bucks a day. Every day you go to sleep, you wake up, assuming everything is fine and we don't have a market crash to zero, this option will lose 11 bucks, 11 bucks, 11 bucks, 11 bucks until it's worth zero. And now it's 360. That's your money to keep. All you need to do is put the buying power on hold in Tasty Trade. But if you do the same thing on Robinhood, you put $8,000 for one contract that gives you 120. Here you put the same amount, even less, 7,200, to make 3 times the amount. Now, what's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario, MU goes bankrupt, goes to zero, and you're on the hook for 3 contracts. But that's why the risk is why you're getting paid. There's no free lunch. But if you click here, quick analysis, you can see if the price of MU is greater than 78, 79, it's your break even, your max profitable profit is 360. That's your money. If you close the trade or it expire worthless, you make 360. Every day it lose 11 bucks, you saw the theta decay. And if the price is below that and go to zero, this is your max loss. So worst case scenario, yeah, you will lose $24,000, give or take, if the stock goes to zero in the next 50 days. That's the risk that we take when we sell naked put. If you don't want to sell naked puts, it's a different story. I like to do naked puts. Now for me, if MU drops below 80, which is another 20% from here, remember the ATR was 4. 4 times 5 is 20. That means the expected move needs to be 5 times the ATR to go to 80, and if it drops another 20%, yeah, I'll buy those free contracts. I'll put 25K on the line, sell the wheel, do the covered calls, sell free contracts, and collect even more than 300, because then I will probably sell the 85 or something covered calls for the next month, collect like extra $500, and that will be a good trade, hopefully. But if it doesn't, this money is mine, and if it goes down 80% in about a month and a half from now, great, I will close the trade. This money is yours. The only thing that is held is the buying power. The buying power is tied to this trade. You don't release your buying power until you close the trade. Would you rather make $360 with risking about $8,000, the same amount on Robinhood, or would you like to make $120 doing this trade with one contract on Robinhood? And also, if it happens, buy MU at $80 or 79 something. Let me know in the comment. I'll see you next time. Also subscribe. Let's grow this channel.